about this guy that was essentially saying that he, was about to respond to a comment he'd received on his feed, and then he realised that it seemed a little chatbot-y by nature, and he actually had read about and did this himself, saying he sent an instruction back essentially in the form of a comment back to the chatbot, and then it actually responded back as a chatbot with a response, which exposed the fact that it was a chatbot generated message on his feed. Obviously, I love the amusement factor by it. I was just laughing my head off all the way through it. It's like trying to combine Biden with tangerines or something, and I thought that was pretty funny. The thing that really gets to me about this particular thing is that obviously it's not surprising, and you can imagine that it wouldn't have shown up before or whatever, but you think about how many comments are flying around in social media, how much so many people are invested in what is actually being seen on social media, engaging with social media, etc., etc. And I know we had like a long discussion before we got on about this sort of thing in relation to what's going on with Biden. We'll come to that sort of towards the end of the episode, but it makes me even more want to not be on social media because if there's like I sort of gave it up years ago on a personal front. Obviously we post our episodes to I only do it to Facebook now, and obviously we upload to YouTube and stuff like that, but that's more to get the show out. As far as any sort of personal engagement, why would anyone in their right mind with this sort of stuff going on even want to engage in any of this stuff?
Well, look, you're right, Ben. I mean, chatbots have been created to engage people, to spread, I guess you'd call it, social information. I don't know, posts, whatever, and broaden the engagement. And those chatbots will target groups that they think they can bring into the conversation, if you want to call it that. So yes, it's chatbots are out there, and of course, the humans who know how chatbots work and want to increase engagement also know or can work out ways to leverage the chatbot's basic function. And I think this is a humorous way of doing it and showing up a chatbot, but it also makes you think that really probably a lot of the information that you're getting and the way it's presented and the way it's targeted at you has a completely different purpose.
Absolutely, but I guess the other aspect to this is just how much people are getting sucked into it, but not just that. It's also these chatbots are only going to get better at it as AI is introduced into it, to the point where you're not going to be able to tell. Which I actually think is really dangerous going forward, because I don't know what that's going to do to how people are going to behave as a result of it.
Well, I totally agree, because once upon a time, pre-chatbots, it would be your network, and it'd be probably the loudest person in your network that would spread these things. People now include chatbots in their networks without even knowing, if it's a comment, if it's even talking to a chatbot, which you can't tell is a chatbot, and you move it through that network. And if you have influence or people follow you, then the chatbots pick that up and spread it even further. So there's a benefit in some regards, I guess, but there's huge dangers that come with it as well, because that flow of information, as everyone knows, the echo chamber's old now, but the chatbots are helping to yell into those echo chambers even louder than it was in the past.
I guess maybe an amusing endpoint might be that it's just chatbots commenting to each other in the end. Like, that's all that's on the actual social media channels.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, the rest of us might have been consumed by an apocalypse of some sort. That would be quite funny.
Well, it'd be funny if chatbots were the apocalypse for social media, in that they become the most influential, the loudest voices, and they suck up all basically the transmission of communication, thereby making humans irrelevant and really just a place for other chatbots to get information from chatbots.